Firstly, can I just say it's great to be invited to be here. I'm always impressed, I have to say, as a non-army person or a defence person myself, about the commitment that people who worked in the Defence Force and served in the Defence Forces have, even when they leave the Defence Forces and take up other careers and are successful in those careers. And I say that because it's an extraordinary resource, that experience to have right the way across this country, internationally as well. There are people who have served and have very distinguished careers in the Irish Defence Forces, and the experience that they now have can be a huge resource to those serving within the Irish Defence Forces. And I don't think we should underestimate that. There's probably very few other examples of that kind of continuous commitment to the Defence Forces after people have left. And it's something that I think we should tap on, employ and use. Certainly I've felt it to be a huge resource in my time in politics. As Pat said, I'm not speaking here tonight on behalf of the Banking and Payments Federation, or indeed on behalf of any of those illustrious regulations that I worked on for the past 5 years in the European Parliament, to say the least. But I am speaking as someone who has a deep appreciation for the work of the Irish Defence Forces and the pillar that they represent within Irish society. I hold a very simple view that the work that the Defence Forces do, be it diplomatic, military, security, the professionalism that they bring to bear, is something that we cannot take for granted. I think countries that begin to take those fundamental pillars for granted are countries that go in the wrong directions. So I think it is important that in framing this debate, that we try to be as inclusive as possible and involve as many people as possible in the future direction of defence policy in this country, and to make it open and inclusive in a way which recognises what the Defence Forces mean to the history of this country, to its independence, but also to its continuation in terms of the modern challenges that Pat mentioned at the start.